Oh my God, you guys, today has been chaos. We're supposed to leave today on our big voyage over to the Baja of Mexico, and I'm not sure if it's happening. It's been a nightmare today. Hi gang, and welcome aboard. We are Pat, Alexa, and our master of surveillance, Gilligan the Fat Boat Cat. We live aboard our 57-foot Nordhavn Noeta and are just getting ready to cruise from the Pacific coast of Mexico over to the Baja. But Puerto Vallarta couldn't release us just yet. A series of problems arose on departure day to create minor chaos in our lives, delaying our voyage just a bit. Spoiler alert, we finally get to cast off the lines in this one. Hi, we woke up smelling gas this morning, came up here, and our dinghy's full of gas. And our gas can's up front. I have no idea what happened to it. The whole thing is filled.
Tank vented or something?
But that's a lot of... Is it empty? It still has some in there, yeah. Gross. Oh, all those chairs are soaked in gas.
Yeah.
All right, just turned it on its side.
So the seam
It's blown out.
blown out.
And he had just filled the tank, so it's as full as it can be. Of course, because we're supposed to leave today on our trip. So of course, the dinghy usage, we're supposed to use a lot in the next 2 weeks because we're going to be anchored out quite a bit. We won't be able to find a gas can that fits up in the bow for now. Pat's going to try and do some minor repairs to at least get it usable the next couple weeks. And we just won't fill it all the way perhaps, but for now, soaking up the oil. There were some canvas chairs sitting in there. I don't know, they smell like they've absorbed a lot of gasoline. Might try and clean them, but I don't know if they're salvageable. So, yeah, we weren't leaving till this afternoon, so I guess we needed a project to do anyway. So, yeah, one last project in paradise.
Now we're going.
So, in addition to our gas can exploding this morning, we're on a roll. I was taking a shower just not long ago, ran out of water. Super rookie mistake.
Oh, and our engine room, our temperature thing just died too.
Okay, well, that's not as critical, but oh my gosh, it's like the boat knows she's leaving. We don't know the temperature now in the engine room. We're out of water. That was human error. That was, okay, the boat starts. We're not leaving for a number of hours, but I was going to fill water today. That was the plan because we want to leave with full water. So I wasn't filling it. And then I ran out this morning. Oh my God, who does that? Anyway, so now we're filling water and then we'll wash everything that was in the dinghy. And then Pat just did do some research on this type of gas can with this lid. Common problem, turns out. It doesn't actually vent like it's supposed to, and therefore builds up heat, builds up pressure, and the tank ruptures, and it did. Why it didn't rupture during the last 6 months when it was building heat and it ruptured this morning is because she's thrown a little fit. She got a little too comfortable here at the dock. So got a couple more projects this morning, and then I swear we're going to leave the dock. All right, so I am sitting at the DMV office in Puerto Vallarta. I made kind of a last-minute decision to get my driver's license in Mexico. You don't have to as long as you have a driver's license, but it's just a sign of respect, and we've been here long enough. I figure I should just get it. Well, today, which is the day we're leaving, is also the only day they could get me in for an appointment. So that led to the chain of events this morning that have just, it's been one thing after another. So we woke up with the gas can exploding and then ran out of water. And then we decided to do a little car care because we're going to leave the car for a month. We're like, let's just, make sure everything looks good. We open the hood. The terminal's fairly corroded, so we take the cleaner and clean off the terminal and add some water to the battery, check the oil, it's all good. And then I take off for this appointment, and 7 minutes later, just far enough away from the marina, the car dies. Problem with the battery, and I'm like, it has to be something we just did to the battery. So I take a look at it. I can't tell, it's like it's connected, but it is fairly tight. So I call Pat. He jumps in a cab because by now I'm a mile away. he and the cab driver come over, mess with a little bit. Turns out when we cleaned the terminal, it was so rusty or crusty or whatever it gets that it had actually broken. So we didn't have a good connection from the terminal to the battery. So then I jump in that taxi and I go on a 45-minute taxi ride to get my driver's license. Pat gets a ride to AutoZone, and I believe by now he probably has a new terminal. Again, we're leaving this afternoon. We didn't need any of this today, but hopefully in just a little bit I'll also have a driver's license. I'll go up in there and get that. But things come in threes, so I'm pretty sure that's our 3, and everything else is going to go great today, and we'll still get off the dock.
See, there's a reaction
Yeah.
and cleans much better. Mucho mejor. See? Okay. You have to.
Try it?
Can I?
Might be loosening it.
It's very tight.
Okay.
We do mucho.
Sí.
Wrong?
Aprieta, sí.
Loose.
Sí. But we have to see clear this.
To get a good connection.
For sure it will work. Okay? Try it.
Yeah. Okay.
See?
Okay. I have a Jalisco driver's license. Took about an hour and a half, and I had some help from Pat's Plates. He's a local here who helps you do these kind of things. So he helped me get in and out in about an hour and a half. Now I'm going back to the boat. Pat just texted, said we may not be leaving today. The car fix was more complicated than we were hoping. Still just a battery thing. But the positive of this, because I'm really trying to see the positive of this this crappy morning, I got to go downtown, and it is November 3rd, which is the day after Dia de los Muertos, and I got to see all of the Catrinas that they put up on the Malecon. So I'm going to show you some of those here. Okay, so I'm downtown Vallarta right now. It happens to be the day after Dia de los Muertos. Today's the 3rd. And downtown they have the largest Catrina in the world. I'm going to have to do some research as to how many feet tall she is, but she's also got a dog this year, which is pretty cool. They're just beautiful, and there's so many other Catrinas down, and Catrinas represent the afterlife and just this happy bride. So anyway, I'm going to show you some of the Catrinas down here. Look at how big she is. Alebrije. Alebrijes are animals that guide people from the afterlife. Okay, so I just got my 3rd taxi of the morning back coming to the boat. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. We weren't going to go until about 3 or so, but sounds like Pat's a little frustrated. Not sure how his morning's been going other than some frustrated texts. So right now I'm going to put in how his morning went now that you've seen my morning.
All right, so we're gonna leave, go to Cruz today. Instead, I get to rebuild the fucking battery connection on the car. I am very, I'm frustrated right now because Toyota gives you exactly the correct amount of battery line cable for their connector. Well, their connector was shit. It corroded, it was rotten. It was loose. The car died on us 3 times because the connection's so bad. The metal just corroded and it's rotten. So I'm redoing it. And in doing so, I got to rebuild, cut that off, trying to do that. Of course, now I got to go back to the boat, get the hydraulic crimper, because the crimper I brought, there's no way I'm going to get it down in there and get it done easily. So I've done about 10,000 steps this morning, just going back and forth and running around and just trying to get this shit done. I'm a little fucking aggravated with Toyota right now. So, yeah, it's more than just boats. It's cars too.
So putting all those boat skills to use, and the boat tools and the boat wires on the car.
Hold that.
Mm-hmm. The car is running. We didn't think this was going to be a project, but well done, Pat.
You know, where's the part? What'd you do?
It's in the bucket.
So this is original Toyota. It's cheap ass shit. I mean, it's just, it corroded. I mean, it's like tinny. I mean,
Yeah.
what is this crap, Toyota? Yeah, I'm calling you out, Toyota.
We all know how Pat feels about today. So we have not yet made a decision whether we're leaving today. We wanted to get this done, and we still have some gasoline to clean up. We weren't going to leave for about 2 more hours still, but and then we'll make a decision. So stand by. Let's see if we leave. Is this on your list of things today, Henny?
This was exactly what I was planning on doing all day today, was fixing cars and gas cans.
Yeah. So we got a JB weld for plastic.
Hopefully it works.
Hopefully it
Buy some
works.
Time anyway.
So we're going to try to do a mini fix on this gas can. Right now it's a super low tide, you can see out there. So we are not going to go for a little bit. But that's okay, because turns out we have lots to do here.
And all I could find was black.
So it won't match. Nobody's going to care.
I don't know if this will work, but it's all we can do right now. Right there.
Like Picasso.
There's a hole right there that won't fill.
Is it still bubbling air?
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, so wonderful new EPA regulations. This is the new and improved gas tank vent cap. It doesn't vent. You have to push it for it to vent. So it built up pressure and it blew out the seam. So awesome. So we're gonna I got an old cap on from an old fuel tank. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna order another one without this janky, stupid thing on there. So
How do you feel about things today?
I am really having fun.
Oh, it'll be fun, they said.
So
It's 4 o'clock. We were going to leave about 4 o'clock. And we just made a last minute decision as we were in the office checking out. We said, let's not go today.
tomorrow morning is plus 4, 3.5, 4 tide. And it's kind of weird back in here. It's like a minus 0.6. That's in meters.
No,
But-
well, okay.
But,
It's super low tide.
and right now in our slip, we have about 3 feet below us. So in the
But-
channel,
But the big reason is, and I think it's really important for boaters, don't ever force anything.
yeah.
We're exhausted. We're fried. It's been a shit day. And we're not in a major rush. And
We don't need to be there.
the name of our boat is Noeta,
Yeah.
no ETA. Turns out we have no ETA today.
It's something we practice at the airline is, it's anybody can say no, and it stops the operation.
Yep.
And so that's what happened. And we both talked about it and like, no, this just
Yeah.
gotta
Pat was
get that
like,
sleep.
Pat was like, maybe we just don't. And I'm like, well, easy then. If one of us says no, then we don't
Yeah.
go. So,
Gilligan's happy. He's napping.
yeah, exactly.
And our all our little canvas deck chairs smell of gasoline.
Yeah, so I took a little time to scrub those off. It's just been one of those days.
Yeah.
It's not a great day to start a voyage. We're going to reset our mojo tomorrow morning, 8:30, and head to La Cruz, get gas, do all those things. And,
Diesel. Somebody will say gas.
sorry.
It's diesel.
We're
Sorry.
going to fuel up.
Well, dieseline.
We do get corrected a lot. But it's one of those things, it's just, it didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
And it's been a bad day, and it could have kept going wrong. So
What would have gone wrong is we would have put the bulb into the sand and gotten stuck
on the channel.
on the channel.
Yeah,
And
probably.
that would have been the cherry on the day.
Yeah, but this video would have gotten a lot of views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
want that kind of views. Anyway, so we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Today is a better day. We are getting everything off the dock, going through our checklist. Got to make sure he's on board, getting all the hoses, all the last minute things that might be on the dock. But of course, this is also the time he really likes to be out here. So on our checklist, we do have make sure the cat's on board. So that's one of the last things we do. And high tide's in 25 minutes. So we'll be going out on a really nice high tide and off to fuel this beast up. Seriously. All right, going through our checklist. We did an episode on this. I'll put that here, but these are the things we're going to make sure that we've got. Headsets are charged. We know our route. We've briefed how we're exiting. Stabilizers are unpinned. Pat's done the engine room check. We'll gather all the power cords. Look, where's the cat? He's not going far. We've already checked out with the port captain. We've returned a gate key. We've already got our hose. We don't need to toggle Starlink today, so we're ready to go. Special goodbye to our friends Jill and Kurt, who we've spent the last 7 years here with. And we're all changing direction this season, so wish them the best for whatever's next. And for Namahana, their boat, and our paths will cross again. There goes Noeta. They're off to Loretto for the season. You'll be missed. Oh. There we enough for all your help. Oh, have a safe voyage. Cheers.
We did it.
We're off the dock, you guys. It's open water out here. Well, okay, there's land now. And we just left, so we're not very far off.
We're going to the cruise. Gonna get gas, diesel for all you guys that want to be that way.
And then we've got to wait for our weather window, but it might just be a day or two. So either way, we're really excited to, well, not excited to go pull out the credit card for 600 gallons of fuel, but
Yeah.
it's got to be done. And yeah, let's go to the fuel dock. Pat just pointed out we've got lots of dead fish floating. And what happens in this area, we do get some seasonal temperature changes, and that oftentimes brings a red tide, a little more toxic waters. I'm not seeing the red tide yet, but we saw lots of dead puffer fish when they're usually some of the first to go. They're real sensitive to changes in the water temps. And then we'll start having an algae bloom. Is he really dancing while I'm talking about dead fish? It also means we may not order fish tacos today. Right.
No ceviche, no fish tacos.
No ceviche, definitely. Just because all the fish around here comes from the bay right now. So part of the cycle of things around here, but lots of silver floaties. And we're heading into the cruise, and we're getting our dolphins. These are the dolphins that always, well, usually tend to pop up between La Cruz and Bucerias, and they always come on bow. So let's see. There you are. Babe, that's a sign of good luck. It is, right? Into the cruise. There's a fishing market on our right. I'm seeing a Nordhavn. We're gonna go past over here. It'll be fun to be back here because we know so many people here. But what's really great right now, fuel dock is wide open. So we're gonna go fill up with lots of liters. Oh, it's extended. filling up. Un video. Pat's filling up. Say hi, Vitor. Hola. And look at this. Our old boat sticker is right there. So new boat sticker is going to have to go on here somewhere. But the gas tank goes to 334 and then stops liters. So we're going to do that a few times. Or sorry, the fuel pump does. The diesel pump. So we're going to fill it up, reset the pump a few times. And so this could take a little while. He just put some Stanidine in too, so nice and clean.
Ahí va.
Okie dokie. We're going to put it at the very tippy top. Here.
Oh, yeah, level.
Sorry. Yeah?
No, it's still crooked.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Don't say that. There. We've claimed our spot. Oh, okay. It's a little crooked. Ah, lo siento. Thanks. It's straight. We're going to call it straight. All right. While Pat's filling up, we love La Cruz. This is our favorite little Mexican town. We've spent lots of time here. And in fact, I was English teacher here, and the two of the folks that caught our lines were in my English class, so I made them practice English with me. But it's always like coming home when we come here. So this will be a good spot to get our last produce and eggs and all the little things and figure out our weather window for a perfect Sea of Cortez crossing.
All right, we're going to put roughly 300 gallons aside. So, what,
40
1140 thereabouts?
liters.
Wise. This tank's always a little slower. It just doesn't like high velocity. So, I don't know why. Nordhavn, they all have their personality. The other tank can go a lot faster, or it should. So, it's just filling up. But this fuel has been since Long Beach a year and a half ago. So, yeah, pretty efficient. Of course, we didn't do much this summer. So, we went out, we lost a drought.
Yeah, we did outings, but Long Beach was a year ago.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I guess it was about a year ago.
year ago, yeah. All right. Get out the checkbook.
Yep.
It's got a cover on it. It's a little hard to see. You're at 312. We're on the other side now. We're getting close. All right, we are now filling up the port side tank. So we, like I said, we're getting 1140 liters per side, 1280. And today fuel is 34.93 pesos
Per liter.
per liter. So
Down in your car, it's 24, 25.
yeah, I'll put the exact number up that we end up paying today, but it's going to be around $5,000 depending on exact liters.
This will take us
Well,
a good portion of the winter.
yeah, this is it for the next
We'll have to
5-6 months probably.
Fill up there once, maybe twice, but yeah.
Yeah,
But
this will be
certainly
plenty.
Nombre de la embarcación,
Noeta.
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 take number 2 because she didn't actually film it.
Okay, Pat's on the other side of this camera, not being helpful. But okay, we just docked at La Cruz. It's like coming home. We've spent a lot of time here, and we just know a lot of people, so we love being here. But I wanted to give you the numbers and the rundown on what we just paid. So we ended up with 605 gallons. That's 2293 liters for a total of 68,000 pesos of fuel, of diesel. There is a 10,000 peso kind of tax surcharge. So the marinas here, they pay retail to bring this fuel in. And of course they want to get their, they got to make money on it too. And so there is kind of a charge. They also call it a docking fee. Each marina does that a little bit different and names it something different. So a grand total of 80,000 pesos. 80,000 pesos is about 4,300 US dollars. So ouch. But Pat and I were just talking, we've only filled this boat up 2.5 times since we've owned it. And we brought it all the way from Anacortes, Washington to here in Puerto Vallarta, and lots of bay cruises and outings. And so we're a very efficient boat. So while that 4,300 hurts, we won't do it again for a really long time. And so that's the justification. And then we just checked into La Cruz Marina. Again, we love this little community. We love the people that work at this marina. The one drawback is they recently raised their rates. So to pay by the day or the week, for a boat our length, 57 feet, is $1.53 a foot.
Ouch.
Ouch is right. So for this area, that's actually really high. We just came from Paradise Marina, where you guys saw this morning, and that's 85 cents a foot, and those are high season rates for both marinas because November just started.
It's November to May.
November to May, yeah, for both. Most marinas in this area have seasonal rates. Thank goodness we're not a 91-foot boat. As if we're a 91-foot boat, it's $2.29 a foot per day. So that I guess we can't have a 91-foot boat, honey.
All right, I'll get off Yacht World.
And then the other thing about La Cruz Marina, they charge by the dock length, not by the boat size, versus Paradise that charges by the boat size. So it is more expensive to stay here, but there's lots of great food and great people and great community. And we're only here for a couple of days, checking the weather, buying the produce, getting the eggs, a couple last minute small projects. Hopefully nothing is frustrating. Knock on a lot of wood. As the previous day. Hope it's out of our system. Anyway, now we're going to chill in this lovely community and go find some food. You are the worst guard cat ever. Look at all these birds on my boat. Worthless. Oh, good. More. Yeah. Do your job. Yeah. Oh. Now they're just laughing at you. So this is part of why we love
This is why we come here.
this little town. We just got to the plaza a couple days ago. It was Day of the Dead. They had lots and lots of things going on here in the plaza, but this is why we love this little town. That's a Wanna-Coxley tree. The town is named after the Wanna-Coxley tree.
Those are Wanna-Coxley chickens.
And those are Wanna-Coxley chickens. Heading to the marine store. So those of you that have been following, so that's the plaza we just walked through, and the marina's right next to it. And you've seen me go to Mexico Marine, my favorite little chandlery. So here it is right here. Let me show you. Just right there on the corner. So super handy. So
Yeah.
we were looking for if they had a new gas tank. So far ours is holding, the fix that Pat put on it yesterday. I don't know how much
It'll
we want.
hold until it doesn't.
It will, until it
But I
just,
changed the cap. I grabbed
yeah, you
the
said
cap
that.
off. Oh, did I?
Yeah, you showed them that. So
I don't know
hopefully
what I
it's
did.
venting a little
Yesterday
bit.
was a blur.
Yesterday was a blur. So she didn't have any, not the end of the world, but hopefully the fix holds. Are we going to do another layer of that JB
Yeah.
Weld?
Yeah, I'll do one more. Maybe today, this afternoon, I'll
Yeah.
do one more.
So it is lunchtime, so we there's
So one of the most awesome things about this little town is all the food,
Yeah.
all the restaurants.
yeah, for sure. Oddly, we might go have a smash burger. There are lots of options for tacos too, and we'll definitely do those for dinner tonight. Maybe right there on this
Yeah.
corner. They do
This
really
little
good.
street corner, one of our favorite places.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I know we're having a burger, but you know, when you live down with tacos all the time, it's okay every once in a while. So, lunchtime. Hola. So we're in the cruise.
Say hi.
But I just wanted to show you, even though we're in this little small fishing village, this menu has some really cool things. Things for vegetarians. It's got Mediterranean food. But that's what we're going for right now. But there's a Spanish side and an English side, so they really do cater a lot to this cruising community. But yeah, it's a lot of variety for this little small town. That's how you end a 1 hour cruise. It's about a 1 hour, 1.5 hour.
It was treacherous.
We earned it.
Hey, we're getting some fresh produce right before we leave. It's an awesome little produce place in La Cruz. For you that are here, it's at the roundabout, and then you go turn west. So you're getting everything. It's amazing and fresh, and here she is, amazing and fresh.
Straight from the mountains.
Hi, Lexa. Where do you go?
Hi. Okay, that's enough. Pineapple. So total bill was $2.95, which is almost $15. And I got a pineapple, 5 avocados, 6 tomatoes, 5 potatoes, a bunch of cucumber, a bunch of zucchini. I don't even know, but now we're set. All right, so we got our produce. And then on social media this morning, we saw lots of chatter about lots of bugs and jejenes, little no-see-em midges, biters in all the anchorages we're about to head to. So we picked up a coil and some spray with DEET. Whether it'll work against the hordes of them, I don't know. Many people said they just end up pulling up anchor pulling up anchor and going somewhere else. But they said when the wind dies, which is nice, the bugs were coming out. So we are set. We might find a few other ways to try and keep them off our boat, but without just having the doors closed. So now we know. A little more prep.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. One more thing done. Ready to go tomorrow. Well, the potatoes are super dirty. They're still covered in mud and dirt from being pulled out of the ground. I'm actually not gonna wash those yet. They last longer if you keep the dirt on them like that. So those I'm not gonna wash. The others we're gonna eat in the next 5-6 days anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them a good wash. Okay, so I just finished cutting up a bunch of veggies. We like just having them cut and ready to grab for a quick snack, because if not, we might not eat our veggies on the crossing. So just make a little grab bag with a little bit of everything, and then it just makes it real easy to get some of those along the way. Otherwise, it's real tempting to eat potato chips and cheese and crackers and that kind of stuff. So gonna make our grab bags. Okay, we leave tomorrow. It's official. Hopefully, knock on wood. Today we're just spending stowing stuff, getting things put away, battening down the hatches. But the very last thing I'm doing is getting our med kit confirmed and updated and throwing out some old things. I'll do a full med kit video later, and why we have some of the things in here that we have. We've done a number of workshops on the best things to have with you. We'll be at one point 20 hours offshore from land, and so we need the kinds of things that can keep us running. But I did just open, got some old meds in there, so those are going away. But I am meeting with kind of the local crew doctor. He's here at a clinic, Dr. Shakan, and he's, over the last few years, just kind of been the guy that we all call when he understands our boating life and things that we need. And so he's gonna get me a new stash of all fresh stuff so I can get rid of everything expired. But basically, we have, some blood pressure cuffs, pull socks kind of things, lots of bandages, lots of ointments. These are actually zip stitches. We did take a class with Dr. Shakan on how to stitch people up, but then another ER doc said, yeah, but when you're gonna have to stitch somebody up, you're gonna be stressed, you're probably in crappy sea states, and you're gonna be freaked out about stitching somebody. So if you're not in the medical field, these quick little zip stitches and these single-use disposable skin staplers are better because they'll just be more effective. Anyway, so again, like I said, I'll do a full video on all of this, but today's goal is to get all the meds. We want the antibiotics and we want the EpiPens. We're not majorly allergic to anything, but that can change in life, or we might come across somebody else who needs something. So, and then these are cool. These are splints actually that can be used for lots and lots of different body parts. Legs, arms, necks. So we have a few of those in there. So most of this lasts for a long time. Bandages and gauze and stuff to help clotting sponges. But I'm just confirming that there's nothing else in here that expires that we need to stock up on. But otherwise I know it's fairly well stocked. So I'm heading up to go meet Dr. Shakan so we can fill this with what we need. All right, just left medical clinic where I just had about a 45-minute meeting with Dr. Shakan, and he gave me a giant list of meds, pain meds, antibiotics, injections, all sorts of things that would be used in case of an emergency. So when I get home, I'll go over those so you can see what it is I'm putting in my med kit. Okay, so just got back from seeing Dr. Shakan, and we are stocked up for at least until the expiration date of all of these. But basically, we have a giant set of anti-inflammatories, pain meds, nausea meds. I have bulging discs, and so every once in a while my back just seizes and I can't use my legs. So I have a couple of things that I could inject if needed, just to get to a dinghy and get to a shore. And azithromycin. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not telling you what to get, but these are just the things he suggested to have on board. Strong, severe allergy medications. And then all the needles, because we got epinephrine. They don't come in EpiPens down here, so you do have to inject with a needle if you're going to do those. So we are well stocked now, and this is in addition, of course, to all the regular other pain relievers. Some topical infection kind of creams, but all of this plus his visit, plus his cell phone. So if at any point we need to call him, if we're going to use some of these bigger ones, he wants us to call him for guidance, but call him any time of day kind of phone number was $300. So with a doc in the box to call. So we'll take it. And then they all have a little bit different expiration dates. So what he's putting together for me now is a spreadsheet with their names, their doses, I'll add in the expiration dates of the ones I have, and the purposes for each of them, again, because we are not in the medical field. But this, hopefully we don't need any of it, but it's like your lifeboat and all of those, life raft and all those kinds of things. You do want to have them if you're doing big offshore kind of stuff. So now I'm going to stash all this, and medical kit is ready.
All right, everybody, let me get rid of that stuff. This is one of our last updates. Let's see, we're going to part on that date, download some fresh weather info. And this predict wind, they also kind of, you can see they don't follow the line that I just drew between the 2 points. This is their suggested route for just weather, winds, tides, waves, all that. So let's take a look and see what we got. See, it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Little wind coming up in the afternoon as we get close to the Baja, and then it dies down nicely. It's pretty standard, anywhere, you get those thermal winds in the afternoon, and there was a high pressure up near Ensenada that was driving some of this southerly flow down the Baja. That high pressure is starting to break down and move away or just dissolve. So that's allowing the winds to die down more and more. So we're going to take advantage of that. You can see there's still a little bit down the Baja, but you know, we put a little wind thingy there, and you can see, I mean, they are very light, 6 knots. That's pretty good. We like that. So that's what we're looking at. The only question would be, are we going to cross on the north side of the Tres Marias or on the south side? So it's really, I don't know, be interesting to see. We'll figure that out in the morning when we're going to actually cast off. We can alter our route a little bit. And action.
Let's get out of here.
We're going to do it. We're going to cross 381 miles
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning. We're going to leave the bay. The plan is to go straight through to Isla San Francisco. There's a couple bailout points. We decide the weather or whatever, but that's the plan.
That's the plan. Really excited to get going. It's a little bit stressful, as you guys saw in today's video, but things are winding down. We opted not to start any new projects today.
No. We're now in the if it's not broken, don't fix it.
So we're not fixing it. It's working. She's doing great. And so hopefully next Friday I can get you a video and we will be on the other side of the Sea of Cortez. That's the goal. Wish us luck.